I do know that you are doing incredible work outside of just the professor element, and you are bringing your specialty to Hollywood. You are writing for Ramy, and that is now an Emmy-nominated show, already has a Golden Globe and a Peabody. What are you doing on that show? Because we know you are definitely changing the game.
It's such an interesting transition growing up in Los Angeles, where people who are born and raised here don't really interact with the industry to the degree people expect us to. And somehow I fell into doing this Hollywood work of starting out as the consultant with the red pen on the scripts. And then at a certain point, I spoke to Ramy. He's a friend of mine. That's how I initially was introduced to this opportunity to be part of the Hulu show you mentioned, Ramy. And I said, it's interesting being able to give my notes, but I really want to develop story, because that's at the heart of how we shift and change narratives about us. And I don't want to just come in and say, that's wrong, do it this way. But what are the motivations of a character? What are things we've never seen before? How can we pull this together in a season and an arc of a season? So I came in season 1 as a creative advisor, and season 2, I got pulled into the writer's room, which is such an amazing experience. I tell folks that it feels like I got paid to take a master class in writing.
And have you found that, because you come from a professorial circle and, doctorates and books and eloquence, have you found that the writing technique and style is totally different?
Oh, absolutely. I'm trained to deconstruct stereotypes, tropes, political analysis. And then here I am being asked to construct, to build something. That's a whole new skill set. But I'm also pulling back and realizing Ramy and I worked on a script in season 2, and he looked at me in some of the dialogue and he said, Maytha, this is not how real people talk. This sounds like
it sounds like a phone conversation between me and you, I'm sure.
Right, obviously. But it also sounds like somebody who is sitting on a panel at an academic conference, waxing poetic on migrant children at the border. How would you talk if you were in a situation, spoiler alert, in a tow truck where your life is being threatened? You might not be the most eloquent, and you might be driven from a place of emotion. So what does it look like when real people are talking and in a situation that is emotionally taxing and pushing you to the edge? So yeah, I had to take off the analytical professorial brain and also the political commentator to say, what is the kind of grace I would give this moment and give this character?
Oh my God, even just hearing you talk about it sounds so powerful. And that's okay. I believe someday you're gonna be able to write a show that just focuses on brains sitting there and expounding, and I love it and I can't wait to watch it. But since we don't have very much time, what are you doing next?
Ooh, yay, thank you for asking. I am working on a couple books. I'm working on a couple of scripted, unscripted projects I can't really talk about. So I'm in incubation phase. And I hopefully am gonna be doing a lot more conversations on the Young Turks as well.
Right, well, I look forward to that, my friend. And can you please tell everybody where they can find you?
www.Maytha, Maytha Alhassen, it's also down there, .com, if you don't know how to spell my name. And then at Maytha Alhassen on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me, talk to me. I'm a nerd. I love hearing your questions.
You are the best. Thank you so much for coming on, Maytha.
Thank you for having me.